Hello, 'tis I, Danica Denali. I am back again to tell another life story. Um, so if you watched my video right before this one, it was how I was a stripper for one day and not even a whole day. And so this one is about how I worked at this place called the Tea Lounge. I did not know what a lounge was at that time. I had no idea what was to come. But wow, was it quite an experience. Now, before we get into that, like this video, please, and then subscribe. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Maybe like over here and subscribe's over here, wherever the buttons are. You know how to work them. Do your magic. I'm really trying to monetize this account and I'm so close. So please like, subscribe, and comment if you'd like to comment. Okay, back to my story. So this was in 1998 also. So like I said, I had only worked at the strip club for like 3 weeks. And so after that, I needed another job. Well, I liked the industry. So the adult type industry. I'm so thirsty right now. And so I found this place called the Tea Lounge. And I went in for an interview. And it was very close to where I lived. So this one was off of Richmond Avenue, I think. I don't think it's there anymore, though. This was a long ass time ago. Anyway, or the Tea Room Lounge, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so I went in for an interview asking him if he's hiring any other girls, you know. And he's like, yeah, do you know what we do here? And I was like, not really. You just kind of sit and talk to guys, right? And he's like, kind of. You might have to dance a little bit. I was like, ugh, okay. And he's like, show me how you dance. I was like, I don't know if I can dance. And he's like, sure you can. And he's like, you don't really have to do much. And he like gave me all these tips about how like you just shake this or you move like that and you kind of sit in their lap and kind of rub all over, you know. And so I was like, okay, I can do that. Thinking that that's like the whole thing. So my first experience, my first guy was a very, very nice gentleman. We literally just sat in a VIP room, which was awesome, and we just talked for like an hour. I don't know what we talked about right now. I can't remember that, but I do remember just sitting there talking with him for like an hour. We talked about me, we talked about him and his girlfriend or whatever. And when his time was up, he was like, I really enjoyed this. I'll be coming back. I was like, okay, great. I liked it too. That was awesome. Whatever. And that's what I had been told that this whole thing was that men want to come in and talk to pretty women and, you know, maybe dance with them or whatever. So my second guy that night, so the guys come in, tell you how this part works. They come in and we literally line up, all the girls. We just line up in this shoulder to shoulder in this line. And he comes by and he'll pick out whoever he wants. I want you. I like you. You know, there were so many different types of girls there. Suspiciously, they were mostly Asian women, which was very interesting. Anyway, so a second guy came in and he chose me. And this was a black gentleman and he wore like this cowboy hat. And he had the belt buckle and the jeans and the boots. Like he was very, very Texas. And I remember when he also took me to a VIP area. There were 3 areas. I'll explain that later. Anyway, so he was in the VIP area with me. And all he wanted to do was slow dance. That was it. And most of the songs were, you know, nice romantic songs, I guess. And so we would get up and we would slow dance to the song. And then we'd sit down and like we'd probably talk through like a fast song or, you know, whatever. And then another slow song would come on and he'd be like, let's dance. I'm like, okay. And so we dance again. And it was so nice. And I was like, this is fun. This is what I want to do. Yes, I found the right place. Finally, I'm so happy here. Well, then my third guy came in. And he was a regular. And so he knew that I was new. And he's like, her. And pointed directly at me. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So we go in to the main area, not a VIP section. This is the main area. And he wants me to sit on his lap. And I'm like, all right. So I sat on his lap. And we're just talking and stuff. And he's like, give me a little kiss. I was like, okay. And so I just kind of, gave him a little kiss. He's like, no, with some tongue. I was like, I don't do all that. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to do it. And he's like, what do you mean you're not going to do it? I was like, I'm not going to kiss you. I'm just not going to do it. And he's like, well, I want to know the girl who's going to do it. I was like, all right, fine. I'm supposed to be keeping these guys happy by all means, by any means necessary. But I am not going to let this guy kiss me. Just, I don't know. I still have a weird thing about kissing. I just don't like it very much. Sometimes I like it, but usually I don't. But, so he's just like, I want another girl. So he goes and gets another girl, and I get reprimanded, and they're like, what did he ask you to do? I was like, he asked me to kiss him. And they're like, that's it? You couldn't kiss the guy? I was like, no, I'm not going to sit there and make out with some stranger. And they're like, I don't know if you're meant for this job, but then like sent me back out. So at that point I was like, ugh, I had a really bad experience with that guy. I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe if that's like most guys, because they're telling me that that's what most guys want. They want to make out and, favors and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know this was this kind of place. But then the fourth guy came in and chose me, and we went to the special VIP room where there's like a karaoke machine, and all he wanted to do was sing. And then I know how to sing. I know I'm pretty good. And so when he heard me sing, he was like, oh. And I remember that specifically. I don't know what the song was, but I was like 4 notes in, and he's like, oh. That was so funny to me. And I almost couldn't make it through the next part of the song because I was trying to laugh really hard, but trying not to. That was fun. And then I went home after that, and I made some pretty good money. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't stripper money. Like I never made that much again. And I went back the next night, and it was terrible. It was so awful the whole night. So for like the first 2 hours, nobody even picked me. And I was like, what the hell? I'm off my game today. Like I was chosen almost every hour last time. And then, so finally some guy chose me, and we went to the VIP section, and he was just like, we were barely in there, and he's taking off his pants. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, this is what this place is, right? You're going to give me a little happy ending. I was like, I don't think I am. And I was very, very stubborn back then. Like if somebody was like, you're going to do this, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So he was like, yeah, you're going to give me a happy ending. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And I walked away, and I told the manager, and I was all like upset and stuff. I was like, he wanted me to jerk him off in the VIP room. The manager's like, okay, yeah, and what's the problem? And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I thought we were just talking to guys here. And he's like, really? And you thought we were just talking to guys? Like, I was super naive still. But that was funny. So the VIP and the special VIP and the regular rooms. So they would walk in, and we would line up, and they would pick us, and then they would their cover charge, which I don't remember what that was. It covered just the regular room. Now the regular room had like a bunch of chairs just like set up. There were no tables or anything. It was just like 2 chairs here, 2 chairs here, like It was super weird. Now, the VIP section had tables and chairs, and it was almost like a little booth and then two chairs on each side. I don't know. And then it was all curtained off. So it had like curtains, and I think there were 6 VIP little booths that were there, and they were all curtained off. And the music was so loud, you really couldn't hear anybody like in the booth next to you. You couldn't. You could only hear the guy sitting right next to your face. But so, and then the special VIP area, that was in like an actual party room, but it had like a partition down the middle, like one of those that you slide, you know? It's connected to the ceiling and the floor. So it was divided into 2, and each special room had a karaoke machine and like a little bar. There was a mini bar and a couple of different tables. There was a big table. There was a little stage. Like, it was huge and awesome. You always want to get them to take you there because, you know, that's where the big money is. So that was after that second day, I did not come back. I was like, this is not at all what I'm trying to do. And after that, that was it. I went home and told my boyfriend all about it, and I was like, can you believe he wanted me to kiss him? It's hilarious because now, thinking about everything I do, it's like, I was so stupid. I was such a naive little child back then. But that's that experience. I didn't do anything very adult after that. I just kind of would occasionally get on like the webcam in the Yahoo chat groups. You remember those? So long ago. I would get in the Yahoo chat groups and occasionally get on my webcam and like, you know, flash whoever was on the other side. I thought that was so fun. And then I was on a couple of different websites, like social media websites. Like there was one called Face the Jury. I was always posting pictures on Hot or Not. I had to get up above 8. I was always rated 8 out of 10 on Hot or Not, and I had to get above that. And sometimes I figured out if I posted like more risque pictures, I got like a higher rating. But I was always at 8 out of 10. I was not that hot. I was only 8 out of 10. But eventually, you know, I got on MySpace, and I didn't really post any pictures on MySpace because my family followed me on that one. And then eventually I got onto Facebook, which my family did not follow me on. And, you know, from there, I don't know how I got started talking on social media. I don't know why I'm talking about social media. This was supposed to be about my jobs. But whatever, I'll just keep going. So yeah, then I got on Facebook and started posting more, you know, pictures of, you know, in less and less dress. And then I remember where this was going, the adult stuff. So then after that, the next time I was doing anything adult work related was Southern Charms. And I don't even know if that website is still up, but that's where all the studios found me, and the rest is history. Now I've been in the adult business 12 years and I love it, and I would not change a thing, except maybe start way earlier. I think I would start way earlier. Not 19, but like maybe 30 instead of 32. Okay, so maybe like 28. But you know, not too naive, but still a little fresh. But that's my story of how I've always worked in adult work in one way or another. And with like a huge long break in between. It was like, I don't know, 10 years, all of my 20s. After I had my son, I didn't do anything for a long time, and then finally I decided that this is just what I like to do, so might as well make some money off of it, right? But that's my story. Like and subscribe and leave comments, and I will answer any questions you have.